I think my whole career as a country music YouTuber has been leading to this point, when the internet would provide us with a new country music star. I'm sorry, George Strait, there is a new king in town. His name is the Tiger King, aka Joe Exotic.
Tell all the hunters to lay down their guns. Tell them that the tiger needs a little bit of love.
Like everyone else, I saw everyone talking about Netflix's new documentary series, The Tiger King, earlier this week, and I went and checked it out. And if you haven't seen it yet, you are in for a ride. This is like a cross between Swamp People and Making a Murderer and a little bit of Honey Boo Boo. It's this insane story that's so hard to look away from about a guy that owns a roadside zoo of tigers and then his feud with this woman that owns a cat sanctuary. There are arms being bitten off. There is polyamorous marriage. There is a presidential campaign. There is a cult that is just a subplot in this movie because everyone is so crazy in it. And while I think everyone in the movie seems certifiably insane and that there really are no winners, I also think it does seem like a witch hunt that Joe was put into prison. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that all through the documentary, there are these strange music videos that Joe Exotic had made for his YouTube channel and for his Facebook group, and he called himself country music star Joe Exotic. And the second that I saw that these existed, I knew I had to make a video. It's not often that country music is in the popular zeitgeist, but when it happens, there is a country YouTuber to talk about it. So I binged the entirety of Tiger King in a day, and then last night I went on an adventure down the rabbit hole that is Joe Exotic's music videos, and wow, there are a lot of them. The documentary only shows 3 or 4 of these music videos, but I have found over 20. I'm sure I'm still missing some, but I've done my best to watch all of them. My mood while watching them went from totally amused to deliriously confused. Generally, I would say the style of these songs is somewhat country, although we have kind of adventures into an Ace of Base type dark, moody techno sound.
So what's wrong with these people? Killing my family.
And we have moments of Cher-like auto-tune.
I want you to know I wanna be your very best friend.
And you also get the sense watching these that Joe Exotic might not know all the words to his own songs.
All the reasons I can point to, and all that I can see, because you love.
And it has since come out since the documentary that he was not the one even singing these songs. A guy named Vince Johnson and a singer named Danny Clinton actually created these songs, but that was a secret that Joe Exotic kept very, very close to his chest. The shoddy nature of the music doesn't seem to matter too much to the general public though, as people have been sending me meme after meme after meme about Joe Exotic, our new country star. Now, there was a lot to sift through in the broad catalog of Joe Exotic's songs. There was a cover of Say Something that he sang tearfully while burying one of his apes. There's a song that I think is from the perspective of a male elephant about animal activists trying to take his seed.
Except the animal in our tusks are strong. They're what we need. But all you want to do is take our seed.
There's a tragic ballad called My First Love that Joe made for one of his husbands, John, who ended up leaving him for a woman that also worked at the Tiger Zoo.
You were my first love, the one that's gonna last. A million miles later, I'm a ghost from the past.
And this is one of the better songs in the portfolio, although it gets extremely, extremely repetitive, as all of these songs do. And there's a whole different romantic song with a different man, also in the snow, that is in this category called I Can't Believe This Feeling. Then to really add some intrigue into the romantic mix, he has a whole song called Pretty Woman Lover.
I'm a pretty woman lover, I'm an ugly woman's dream. Baby, you're lucky to have a man like me, yeah. Come on, baby.
I guess the character that he is playing in this song is not attracting the caliber of women that he thinks he should love. At one point, he is dressed as a priest and singing to a baby. At another point, he sings a song that he calls his final goodbye, and he's holding pill bottles, and it seems like he was on the brink of death. And all through his songs, there are just random shots of zoo animals interspersed, and they seem to be sad, and he seems to be blaming their sadness on animal activists. none of it makes a lot of sense. But in all of the songs, I do think there are some true gems, and so I have done a lot of winnowing down, and I've narrowed it down to the 5 best Joe Exotic country songs, and let's go through them from number 5 to number 1, which I believe might be a legitimate country classic. The number 5 best Joe Exotic song is Bring It On, Please Unite.
I wake up, I go to work, but every day I get someone trying to slam me down back in the dirt.
From what I can tell, this is Joe Exotic's political anthem, claiming that he is a man of the people, and also not a man of the people, and also please everyone unite. But also, media, if you come after me, I'm going to attack you with my machine gun.
So bring on the media, or the right wing, or the left wing, or anything you want.
And this isn't a political anthem that you roll your eyes at that's only going to play on Fox News, something like Take a Knee My Ass by Neil McCoy. No, this is libertarian. This is attacking the right and the left.
So everyone, please unite.
It's definitely got an upbeat, hopeful feeling, a little bit of twangy guitar. The messaging here is certainly muddled. It is certainly as confusing and fascinating as Joe Exotic himself. The number 4 best Joe Exotic song is Do You Ever Wonder What Love Could Do?
Do you ever wonder about the thunder? Do you ever wonder about the night?
Now this is sort of Joe Exotic's We Are the World moment. He's making lots of sort of introspective reflections about how he once was chained but now he's free. He's asking difficult questions about the ethics of animal advocacy and who really is right in these debates. And then he comes in with this epic chorus and an even more epic music video moment kind of superimposed in the clouds like he's in a Highwayman video, and he says, "Do you ever wonder about the thunder?" Now, does that line have really anything to do with the rest of the chorus? No. But it's a killer first line.
Do you ever wonder about the thunder?
Ultimately, he asks the question, do you ever wonder what love could do? This is a ballad about spreading the love. And according to Joe Exotic, one of the ways we experience love in life is by interacting with these animals, the kind that he kept at his zoo. They show him the light. They set him free. These are all the things that love can do. And honestly, I really do feel like the first line of that chorus, Do You Ever Wonder About the Thunder, is asking to be a Garth Brooks song that is a follow-up to the Thunder Rolls.
I like that.
The number 3 best Joe Exotic song is I Saw a Tiger.
'Cause I saw a tiger, now I understand. I saw a tiger, the tiger saw me.
Now this is one of the popular ones, and it's just sort of a straightforward mission statement of a song. This is Joe Exotic saying, I love tigers. And even though this song's about letting tigers run free in the jungle and stopping hunting, and he ran a zoo and bred them, it doesn't matter. The love of tigers comes through loud and clear.
Well, I saw a tiger, now I understand.
There's tons of cowboy country about watching horses run, but there are no classics about watching a tiger. There's some nice little harmony moments and guitar licks in this that give it a more country feel than a lot of the other songs.
I saw a tiger.
And when you add it all up, you have a truly unique ode to tigers and to their preservation, an anti-poaching song made by Joe Exotic. The number 2 best Joe Exotic song, and this is a deep cut, this one does not have many views. It's called Alisa's Memory, Alisa's Butterflies.
I can see all the things in front of me.
This song is sort of Joe Exotic's Live Like You Were Dying. It's sort of confusing. If I'm reading it right, he's singing sort of from the perspective of Alisa, who seems to be a woman that has passed away, but she is leaving her memory in the form of a bucket list that she wants other people to do, and also sending butterflies to them. I can't say for sure. It's sort of a tone poem about making the most of life, but what comes through clearly is that about 2 minutes into the song, we enter into her bucket list. We enter into a long list of things that Alisa wanted to do or did do, and we just stay in that list for about 5 full minutes. Yeah, this song is a 9-minute opus.
I wanna kiss Channing Tatum, go indoor skydiving.
And there is really nothing left out of the bucket list.
Take a hot air balloon ride, learn how to shoot a gun, ride a mechanical bull, ride an elephant.
It just keeps going.
Try every cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory. Go on a taxi ride and say, follow that car.
And going.
Release a bunch of lanterns into the sky and get chocolate wasted.
And going.
Go to the drive-in movies, have a glow stick fight.
I'm putting this at number 2 because at a time when so many country lyrics feel so derivative, so many songs feel the exact same. It's about a pair of tan legs swinging off a tailgate. It's about a party under the moonlight and kissing this girl. Here we have Joe Exotic, or at least the people that made Joe Exotic's music, containing enough lyrics for like 12 songs to come out of Music Row. So if you're a Nashville songwriter, look here. There's endless ideas. And I do think the song has a lot of good specifics and proper nouns.
I'm just a girl from Kansas City, Colby High School.
I think there's interesting lyrics here. It's number 2. Alright, the number 1 Joe Exotic song. You guys had to know this. It is the standout track from the film. It is one of the best new country songs of the year. It's called Here Kitty Kitty.
Oh, here kitty kitty. Oh, mama's got some treats for you. Oh, here kitty kitty.
This is a diss track to end all diss tracks. This is a petty, petty, petty song in which Joe Exotic was attacking his nemesis, Carol Baskin, who had been accused of murdering her husband and accused of feeding him to her tigers to get rid of the body. And they put out this murder ballad that feels wicked and western and dark. This song is telling the story of a woman that maybe murdered her husband and is now feeding him to tigers. It's very on the nose. But the lyrics aren't. They're mysterious in the best way. Just saying, here kitty kitty, mama's got some treats for you. And then saying, you won't find that taste in the zoo. Oh my gosh, it's so wicked and good, and the implications are there, but it lets you put in that puzzle piece of like, is this about feeding her husband to a bunch of cats?
But you can't prosecute, there's just no use, there's nothing left but tiger trap. Oh, here kitty kitty.
I genuinely think the song is kind of brilliant. I think it's hilarious. I think it feels so naughty. It kind of has that evil, playful vibe of something like Goodbye Earl or even Church Bells by Carrie Underwood, but it's got this western lonesome vibe of something like Redheaded Stranger by Willie Nelson. It's just awesome. I genuinely think we're going to see a lot of covers of this. I think Hellbound Glory should do a cover of this song. But anyway, that was my adventure into the world of Joe Exotic and his country music. Wow, what a strange adventure it was. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and let me know your favorite Joe Exotic song in the comments down below. And otherwise, I will get back to normal country music coverage and see you guys soon.